This is not going to be your standard Harbor Freight video. These are all the tools you could buy at Harbor Freight for Leathercraft. Ooh, look at that. If you look at the striking surface there, it's brass. Let's start with a new one. I'm going to pick my essential leatherworking tools that you find at Harbor Freight. I'm going to put these tools to the test, and if the tool does suck, I promise I'm going to give you a fairly decent alternative. Welcome to Big Stacks Small Workshop. You can see everything here did come from Harbor Freight, and before tax it added up to $39.92. We need to cut leather. So, basic utility knife. Nice for your basic cuts, long cuts. Very inexpensive. This one was $2. You're looking for a little bit more fine tuning with your cuts. This is called the hobby knife blade with 5 fine point blades. This is basically the same thing as the X-Acto knife. The hobby knife was $5.99. You're gonna need a set of punches. So we're gonna go ahead, open this up. Come in their own little pouch, which is nice. I don't know how these stack up against the other punches. That's something we're just going to have to find out. That was $9.99. If you don't want to use the punch set, we have another option. You can also use a rotary punch. Now, rotary punches are not my favorite thing in the world. And I'll show you why I don't like rotary punches. If you look at the striking surface there, it's brass. I'd rather strike on a poundo board or a self-healing mat, or even on another piece of leather. As a matter of fact, when I punch leather here, I do slip a piece of leather behind it so I don't dull my punches as fast. The rotary punch was $7.99. If you want some beginner leathercraft projects that you can make at home with absolutely no experience at all, stick around. I'll show you those projects, and I'll show you exactly how to get free PDF template patterns. A ruler is very important for leathercraft. You've seen before where I take the ruler and I use it as a guide for my knife. Most important thing with any leathercraft ruler is you do want something that's going to have a cork backing on it so it does not slip. The ruler was $1.99. Now we have this mini pick set, but you might say, what are we going to use that for? Well, I'll tell you what. This right here makes an excellent scratch awl. You take that, it's got a nice fine point on it. You can use it for marking around your templates. The pick set with your scratch awl was 99 cents. Can't beat that. And the last thing we have inside the bag is a mallet. This is a non-mooring mallet. Both of these have a type of plastic on there that will not mushroom the end of your punches when you're hitting them. Now, if you look at the ends are changeable. I did not see the ends of these mallets sold separately at Harbor Freight, but I'm sure you can buy them online. This thing actually has some nice weight to it and some nice heft to it. And the mallet was $5.99. Then, of course, you have the bag. Now, this bag came from Harbor Freight. $5, $4.99. It has plenty of room inside for what you need. It has some inside pockets. Has some outside pockets. $5, you can't beat it. I don't know how durable it's going to be. I'll show you the bag that I really like. This bag comes from Woodcraft. Normally, it's a $35 bag. I see, this is already the start of my bug out bag. I'm going to be using this bag. It's a little bit bigger when you compare the two of them. Compare the two. This one's definitely dwarfs the other one. It's a lot bigger. You can hold scraps of leather in here. You can pre-cut some of your projects and put them in here. And it has these nice pouches on the outside, in addition to the pockets inside as well. The only thing that wasn't included in this set that you should purchase is a self-healing mat. So let's put everything back in here. I did find a new self-healing mat that I wanted to try out. I bought it on Amazon. They do not carry a self-healing mat at Harbor Freight. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. So let's see how those punches are. I'm going to go ahead and take one of the Harbor Freight punches and one of the Alden punches. See how these match up. Ooh, that's about the same size. So out of the box, no sharpening. Let's see how we do. This is Alden. This is Harbor Freight. We're going to use the old mallet and new mallet. So let's do old and new. So let's start with the old, do Alden. Light hit, medium, slug it. Ooh, let's use the poundo board. I don't want to ruin my brand new self-healing mat. The punching on it does wear it down a little faster. I prefer to use a poundo board. So, especially when I'm giving the old heave-ho, like that. Let's do a Harbor Freight with the old mallet. Light, medium, slug it. Now let's use the new mallet. So light. Ooh, look at that. All the way through, barely hit it. It's got some heft to it. A little bit heavier. And slug it. Ooh. All right. We don't have to slug it with this one. The light hits. Let's do the Harbor Freight. A light hit. Medium. Slug it. So I like the Alden punches, but I like my new mallet. I definitely see an improvement over the other one. So I'm probably going to stick with the Alden punches. I might buy a set just for camping. I might just buy a set for the bug out bag and take this set back to Harbor Freight. But I might end up buying a mallet for the bug out bag, or this might be my new bug out bag mallet, because I think this one's going to stay in the shop. I like it. If you're enjoying the content you're getting so far, do me a favor, hit that like button so YouTube can share it with more makers just like you. To test the rest of our Harbor Freight tools, let's make a simple leather bookmark. First, let's cut a thin strip of leather for the tassel. The Harbor Freight hobby knife did not cut easily at all. Let's start with a new one. Yeah, this thing sucks. I don't know where the cap went, but this thing's going back. So we're going to try this X-Acto knife that I got from Amazon. First, let's get that straight cut. Look at that, beautiful. Now let's cut off a strip. All right. Next, let's cut out a rectangle that's exactly 1.5 by 7 inches. Dog ear both of your corners on one end. I'm measuring in 1/4 inch from each side on the top and 1 inch down on the side. Punch 2 holes in the top and one slightly larger hole just below it. Next, slide each end of your thin strip of leather through the upper 2 holes. Bring them back together through the bottom hole. And pull them up like so. Psst, by the way, if you're looking for free project templates that you can make, go to the description and click on the link to join the Big Stacks family of makers. And you'll get a handful of leatherworking templates in PDF form delivered straight to your inbox. Now, let's look at the breakdown of our Harbor Freight tools. I'm not going to be using this. It might be good, it might not. It's up to you guys if you want to get something like that. Always can use an extra utility blade. Hobby knife set. X-Acto knife, much better. Thumbs up. Mallet, excellent. The ruler, you can't beat that for $2. The scratch-all, for 99 cents, you cannot beat that. Punches. I'd rather buy a second set of my Alden punches. And the bag, it's a nice little bag, but I'm probably going to go with my Woodcraft bag. Remember, Big Stacks grows, Big Stacks builds, and Big Stacks makes. Now that you got your tools and you're ready to go, click on this video right here where I go over 3 different beginner projects that you need absolutely no experience in leather work to get started with.